Hello folks, Junkie Rock 13 here. Everything vaping related, Junkie Rock 13. My real name's Ross Sanders, and I'm here bringing you a look at the Ovale e-mini, which is like a mini electronic cigarette. It comes with a PCC, personal charging case. Kind of looks like an iPhone. I know if you've seen any videos or reviews on this, I'm sure you've heard that. We're going to take a close look at it, see what I think about it, see how she vapes, and we're going to talk about it. The Ovale e-mini. Let's get to it. Okay folks, here is the unboxing and the close-up of the e-mini. Here is the box that it comes in. You'll notice that it says e-mini, a picture of the PCC and the e-cigarette on the back. Okay, it just shows you where it's made and manufacturer. Okay, slide open the box. These boxes are pretty much the same thing that the iPhones and all the new cell phones come into. You notice that you have some directions, user manual. Okay, very nice directions. Show you how to charge the battery and how to connect the atomizer and fill the tanks. Put that off to the side. Then right on top you have your PCC, or your personal charging case. It has the e-mini name right across the front of it, an arrow to point where to open it. Okay, right there. When it opens up, it only opens up that way, that far, and a place for one e-cigarette to be charged. Your little connectors down there for the charging of the negative and the positive. A little tiny push button right up here. Hope you can see that. It's very small, but this lifts up this little piece of plastic here and allows the cigarette to come out of its setting stage in there. Two little magnets holding it together. The Ovale logo and the name down on the back. And like every other reviewer has said, and everybody that has bought one of these, kind of looks like an iPhone, and they are correct. Pretty much the same size. Your USB mini and two light indicators. This light, this light indicator is for the charging of the PCC, and this one is for the charging of the e-cigarette and tells you when it is completely charged. Now this is 1090 milliamp hours. So it basically, if you were to vape this, I would assume 8 to 9 hours of vape time. But you're not vaping the PCC, you're just charging your electronic cigarette. I'm going to set this right here for 1 second, and then I'm going to pull out the electronic cigarette that comes in the top. Okay, this right here is a complete electronic cigarette. It has a battery. I'm just going to take it apart. Here's the battery, which is just 90 milliamp hour. I always pronounce that kind of rough. Milliamp. Okay, has a little e-mini logo, and there is a blue light on the bottom that lights up when you pull on it. Now right here is where you're going to be connecting your atomizers. Let me just show you real quick. I'll take this completely apart. Okay, now you'll notice that the atomizers that come with this are pretty much the same exact design of the e-cig. I believe they might be a little bit tiny smaller, but I could be incorrect on that. And these just set right in there on the battery. Okay. Now we do have a little cone, just a typical little piece of what I believe to be aluminum, painted white. Okay. And this will go, there's a little Okay, let's try to get a close-up of that. See that little dent right there? That's just a little tiny bump right there that will be guided into those little tracks right there. Okay, so when your atomizer is in the battery and that little bump will go in those tracks and give it a little turn, and that will hold the atomizer in there, and your tank will be able to go right into there. Now the tanks are very small. They are somewhat similar like the e-cigs, but they are round, and they hold 0.5 milliliters. Very small juice, but this is not like an all-day vaping device. Now to fill these, I'm just gonna take my little Anoken U-can that I did a video on yesterday, and I'm gonna put the little pin in. You could use a syringe or a bottle with a syringe top. Put it in there and just give a little squirt. Okay, now that is pretty much full. I just wanted to show you how easy it is to fill. I do not use the regular drip tip tops to put in there. I think it becomes kind of messy, but I'm sure you can put it right up against there and drip some drops in there if you wanted to. And then, as easy it is to put the top in, or the tank in, push it in and give it a turn down. Okay, now to take it back out, you want to give it a little twist while holding the cone right here, holding it, and just twist it out. Now there's no threads or anything, it just makes it easier to come in and out like that. Now I know with the e-cigs people had issues of leaking tanks and stuff. I have not experienced no leaks with this. It's been working fairly well. Okay, I'm gonna set that down and show you what else is in the kit. Just take this little piece out. Now you have a wall adapter for your USB connector. It does come with 2 atomizers. I have one in here, and it comes with an extra one. It also comes with 2 more tanks. Okay, I did open up the other one because I thought there was gonna be 2 complete e-cigarettes, but there is not. In this kit, there is only 1 complete e-cigarette and 1 battery, 3 tanks, and 2 atomizers. What you're missing for the complete kit is the cone. Now I have seen on the Ovale site, the cones are they're less than $2. I just think that they should have included another cone with this kit. Give you 2 full cigarettes, so while you're vaping on one can be charging, and then have another one all set up. And then of course, let me take this out to get that out. You have your USB. Okay, come on. You have your USB cable to charge your PCC. It is a micro. Okay. Now I'm just going to throw this back in here. Pop it over here. And then I'm going to show you how to charge the phone real quick. Or the phone, okay. Because it looks like such a phone, I'm going to show you how to charge your electronic cigarette. Now, after you are done vaping on it, you will want to put it in here. Put it in with the bottom of the cigarette. Into the bottom, push it in. You'll notice the blue light comes on. Close it up, throw it in your pocket. Once it is done charging, the blue light will turn off. And if you would like to, and you're not going to be using it, you can take it and flip it over while it is completed charging, so it doesn't keep on draining the battery. Okay. It does take about the electronic cigarette only lasts about 25 minutes of vape time, and to completely charge an electronic cigarette, I don't know the exact time. It takes around a half hour, I would say, maybe 25 minutes to completely charge one. I don't have an exact time on it because every time I look down, it's charging. I'll look down 20 minutes later, it's completed, or so it is less than a half hour. Okay, and I have gotten around, I want to say 10 charges, but every time I vape it, it's not completely dead. I'll throw it in, it'll recharge, and it lasted me a full day of vaping this device. So there's the close-up. Let's see how she vapes, and I'll tell you what I think about it. Alright folks, so there you have it. There's the close-up of the E-mini. I just want to show you a size comparison of the cigarette portion of it. Here is a Stardust next to the E-mini. It's a little bit taller than a regular Vision Stardust. The diameter of the electronic cigarette is basically the same of a cigarette, and the weight is a little bit heavier obviously than a cigarette, but you can still hold it in your mouth like a cigarette. Okay, I like this. This is something that I always have been looking for. When I first started vaping, I did start vaping with a device similar to this. I used an Enjoy. There you go, puppy. My dog's walking by. But you know, I enjoyed it. I didn't like the juice that it came with, and they always came with pre-filled cartridges. The vapor production wasn't great. This performs a lot better than those ever did. Let me show you how it performs. Okay, I'm hoping you can see that. I know my background is the same color as vapor. Okay, but you get a lot of vapor production off this. The way that I've been using it is I'll take it out, vapor for like 10-15 minutes. Take it, put it in my PCC, let it charge, put it in my pocket. When I want another cigarette or go out for a break at work, I'll take it out and I'll vape it. And it has been lasting me all day long like that. A complete charge on a 90 milliamp battery is probably like 25 to 35 minutes, depending on your vape style. This has been lasting me all day long charging this. Wake up in the morning, when I come home at 5-6 o'clock, it still has a nice charge. But what I do when these are completely charged is I'll take it and I'll flip it around so it is not still drawing off of the PCC. Now the PCC does have a pass-through kind of feature. You can let this be charged while you are charging the PCC. Obviously you're not going to be able to vape off of it, but it can charge while you are charging the PCC. Right now over at Ovale USA, the kit is on sale for $56 for new vapors, or for vapors that are looking for a cigarette-like device and the performance of a kind of quality device. This is the way to go. I really like it. I will suggest though, if you do get it, please make sure you do get the extra cone. On Ovale, they're like $1.60, and then you'll have 2 complete cigarettes. So you can have one while you're vaping, one while it's charging, and you'll be good to go. I know they have replacement batteries, replacement atomizers, all over at Ovale, and I'm really digging it. I really am. The tank only holds 0.5 mils, so you are gonna have to fill it. I have been using the Enokin, you can, and this has been great. Because it has the little built-in needle, the other bottles, regular juice bottles, don't have the built-in needle, and the ones with the needle, you got to carry that around, you poke it in your pocket. This has the nice top. This is really good for that. That's all I got, folks. This is the Ovale E-mini. Check them out. Make sure you subscribe, not above, down below, and comment on the video. Thank you all for watching. Please be good to one another and keep on vaping.